Are some grays here in physical reality on Earth
Yes.
disguised as spirit doctors and healers, especially eminent personalities of the past? And are some of these beings also meaningful in a personal way to the channeler? And if so, why?
All right. Well, understand that many beings that you consider to be grays have simultaneous incarnations here on Earth in both positive and negative timelines, positive and negative versions of reality. So many of you could say that then, one moment. So, with that being said, the idea is that many beings on Earth have simultaneous incarnations with the grays. Because the grays are in that way going through their own path of evolution, they are able in that way to view into the reality through their human component aspects of that human experience that then assists them in their learning process and evolution. So you could say the grays are here on Earth through human counterparts. That's one way you can understand that. The idea is also that there are actual grays that are on your planet, that have certain bases, that have certain locations, where they do research, where they interface with your planet.
Are they just
oftentimes these are temporary locations. They will move around. Oftentimes they'll utilize underground networks or forest regions. The grays are not the only beings that do that. There are a great deal of extraterrestrial civilizations that have the ability to interface with your Earth in a very dramatic way like that, where they can, of course, densify themselves, crystallize themselves to have a more physicalized experience. For the grays, that's not necessarily 100% required because they already possess physicality. Now, to go back into that question of are certain grays disguised as spirit doctors? Can you clarify what you mean by this? Are you referring to a spirit guide that is camouflaging itself and is actually a gray? Can you clarify this a little bit more, please?
The person was meaning like maybe like Edgar Casey or people from, they're actually grays. Maybe they don't even know it, but they're disguised as humans.
We understand the question. Remember, they are human. They have human DNA. If you were to observe their DNA, it would be human DNA. However, you may notice as your sciences get more advanced that there are certain genetic markers that may appear to be very different than the rest of the collective. As your sciences get more refined and more expanded, the idea is you'll be able to understand what those markers are and what they mean. Mainly, those markers indicate the idea of greater amounts of extraterrestrial or other dimensional connections to that human DNA that allows for that to come in. So remember, all of you in that way are human, but you have those other incarnations that you tap into. There are, of course, beings that will travel here that do have the ability to shapeshift. And this is common. Many of them will literally shapeshift to appear as human. And this is something that can be done and has been done and currently is being done.
Are there any famous people you could say that are actually doing that?
Not at this time. However, you may find that if you look into some of your sciences, you may find individuals that match that criteria.
Okay, so they just kind of remain in that state for their lifetime, or they shift in and out?
They shift in and out when appropriate.
Okay.
As well as the idea of traveling off-world when appropriate.